Hello everyone and welcome. I almost said welcome to the Modern Shaman Show. All right, my head is already ahead of me. That's because of this. My coffee. I don't even drink coffee. I realized I'm conversating. I'm having a conversation with the video right now and it's totally one-way video. Okay, I'm aware of this, but I'm still talking about my cup. So I collect these cups. Y'all see this? This is my Egypt cup. So that's what I do for souvenirs. I have cups, like coffee cups that I collect from all my travels. So every time I have coffee, it's like a little reminder of my travels. I love it. And I don't drink coffee, but I was teaching my Japanese students this morning and I was up at 4 a.m. So today I had a coffee. Can you tell? All right, let's get to it. Here we go, back to it. So, welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you're new to my channel, I always invite you to the website. And my website is up and running. Hip, hip, hooray. If you haven't been over to the new website, themodernshaman.net, it got a completely new look. And so it has been reincarnated, rebirthed, and it's beautiful. It's simple and to the point and easy to navigate, and I'm grateful. So I hope you check it out and enjoy it. On that website, there is a link to my teaching portal, and there's lots of promos going on there. I would encourage you to check out some modules that you may be interested in. Just kind of, I love the idea of like going to my website, clicking on the masterclass portal, going into it, and then looking at the different modules and essentially letting your energy draw you to a certain title, a certain keyword or phrase that it feels like my intuition is just telling me, like, this is the one for me right there. That's the one I'm going to tune into. Even though the curriculum was created cumulatively and they build on one another, so the entirety of the master class is definitely where you're going to get your most bang for your buck. But I still love that sense of letting your intuition guide you in a playful manner of learning. So anyways, that's always available to you guys there on my website, following, clicking on the teaching link and then going to the masterclass module little portal. It kind of takes you through that portal. Also, there are information on how to book sessions if you'd like one-on-one time with me for healing, for past life viewing, future probabilities, mediumship, trauma relief in terms of soul retrievals and any sort of connection with your past, present self as well. So there's a lot of resources. I hope you guys check it out on the website. All right, this is a question that came in. Actually, this came in through, I think, my Instagram social media account. And it says, "Hi Rachel, I have a simple but profound question. There are areas in my life that I know I should change, but I can't get myself to. I want to change. How do I fix my apathy in order to desire the change that I know I need?" Did y'all stay with me for that? Did you follow it through? How do I want to change? Boom. That's a biggie. And it's about to get real. I can't answer that question without sincerity or being totally, truthfully honest and transparent with you guys. Because desire is not something you conjure up. It's just not. In its essence, I don't even know, in its definition, I don't know that it is created. It's inspired, though, and I can guide you in directions of inspiration. Some that are easier than others. the first thing I would say is to kind of move into a space of acceptance or letting go. I don't know if you want to say yes or you want to say I'm letting go, but essentially, energetically, it's one and the same. My first piece of advice to you would be to really stop this internal catch-22, right? Or finger trap of being like, I know what I need to do, but I can't do it, or I can't get there. This like, I know what I need to do, but I can't get there. This frictional energy, like literally in my vision, the energy looks like a Chinese finger trap. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Those little children's toys where they're woven baskets. And it's like you stick your finger in there, and the more you try to pull your finger out, the tighter the basket weave cinches against your finger. I don't know if there's some like real name for that, but that's always what we called it. But that is the visual representation that I literally get in my clairvoyance right now of a catch-22, or of what you're saying and what you're energetically doing to yourself. The more you tell yourself, it's something I want, but I can't get there. I don't have the desire I need to change. Or I want that, but I just can't get there. Energetically, you are putting yourself in a psychological double bind. Okay? There's no way to win with that. And there's no direction to go that's helpful. Okay? You push, you drive your finger further into that little trap, you pull the cinch around you, and the basket weave gets tighter. So the only way out is to relax or let go. In that analogy that is like showing up in my clairvoyance right now, the relaxation essentially stops fighting. It would loosen those bands, essentially pushing and loosening at the same time, to where you would have the loosening sensation and then be able to let go, and it would fall off the finger. Essentially, if you've ever done one of those, you have to kind of push and then just let the finger roll out without pulling against the apparatus itself, but kind of pushing into the apparatus and then letting go. So with that analogy, essentially my direction would first be to let go. Let go of the need to fix it, the need to change it, and settle in just that sense of awareness, where your cognition is more in a sense of meta awareness. I see it, I acknowledge it, I am aware. This is the seat of the self, or the is, or the soul, right? That realizes, I'm not Rachel, I'm not an identity, I'm not a shaman, I'm not this life. I am the consciousness observing it. I am having this experience as Rachel. I'm having this experience of viewing a desire to change. The one that's beyond. So I would sit in that seat for a moment until you fully align with that awareness. That is the letting go space. Now, I said that kind of quickly, but I hope you can really sit with the totality of what I'm saying, because your question is profound. It is a profound question. And if you can sit with the energy of that, the awareness of the soul that has no sense of identity or desire to do this or to do that, or has no push or pull, no needs really, it just is, that sense of being. The awareness can view something without needing momentum of the push or the pull against. So sit there and just view it, right? Sit there long enough, not in the mental construct. I don't mean like, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah. Intellectually, I understand that. Not what I'm talking about. Sit, when I say sit with it, I mean like be physically still. Hold still. And I mean literally, like don't move. give the body a rest, and then sit with it till your mind gets still. So first you sit very still. This is part of what meditation does. When you stay, I'm thinking about a dog right now, but essentially we're doing that to ourselves. We're saying stay. You stay put with the body starts to release, and you become unaware of physicality. Then the mind, which races and sees and observes, and it's observing what needs to change. I should do this different. I should do this. It's racing, and you sit with it long enough to where you're observing all of it. The observer is not in the drama. It's watching the movie. It's not part of the movie. There's no emotional charge or energetic need from that space. Then your mind sits still from this space. From here, and only here, you move into a space of desire. Now, when you're in this space, desire is pretty much irrelevant. So it's a paradox, okay? But so much of the metaphysical realm, the multidimensional realm, as above, so below, we don't have words in our human language, or the words seem like they don't make sense. So that's fine. Just make peace with that. I'm still going to say it. And when you are in the experiential moment of that being, you will experience it. And it won't just be a mental construct of something that Rachel said. It will become real. It will, actually it's not becoming, it already is. You just connect with it or sit in it, like essence. And that would be to move into a space of essentially what we would call prayer or intention or manipulating energy. Whatever you want to call it. Again, it's semantics. It doesn't really matter. The heart or the energy space is one that says, whatever it takes to get me where I need to go in this life, do it. So from in that space of sitting with the body, sitting with the mind, you offer up this intention or this prayer, this what you would call a request, this what would be a negative energy charge, waiting for the positive to return. And you would say, in essence, in your head, in your heart, speaking from the internal voice, that whatever it takes in this lifetime to get me to where my soul knows it needs to go. This is not small change. Like, I know I need to stop, I don't know, eating carbs. I'm talking about major soul change that needs to be done, that this is unhealthy for my soul. I am becoming a lesser part of myself by these actions that I'm taking. I'm talking about that kind of choice. When you are there in that space of sitting, of being in the seat of the soul, you offer up that prayer, whatever it takes to get me to where I need to go in this lifetime, to whatever I need to live out, whatever is best for my soul, in highest connection with what I am capable of now. Make it happen. Let it be. I give full permission for that to take dominance and precedence in my life. And that's it. And then you got to be ready to live that out. If you can get to that place in the sincerest space of the heart, the grandness of the magic of the cosmos and what we live and breathe and are a part of, God creation, will take over. It just does. There's no option otherwise. But I will say this, like I prefaced at the beginning of this video, be ready. This is a profound space of the heart and the soul. And sometimes we don't want to change it because we innately feel like we're not capable or we're not ready for that change yet. There's part of our immaturity that still wants to be a child. And make no mistake, this prayer will make you grow up real fast. And I don't mean a prayer from the mouth. I'm talking about letting your soul pray this prayer. Ask this, set this intention from the deepest space of sincerity within you that you can muster. That space that is only you and only you know it and have heard yourself speak that way. You're not playing at anything. You're not trying to be something you're not. You are speaking absolutely what is true for you, that this is a truth for you, that you want this. I was watching a movie the other night with my husband called Bottle Shock. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This question reminded me of it, and I just had a little vision in my clairvoyance over here from a scene in that movie. That's Spirit's way of saying, share that. I know better, so I will tell you. That scene that Spirit's reminding me of was a scene in the movie. I'm sure you can probably find it online somewhere, but I don't even remember. Oh, no, I do remember in the vision. Sorry. But anyways, the main character's talking. And the movie is about wine, growing wine. It's a true story about Napa Valley and kind of how they got famous and notoriety amongst the French wines back in the 70s. And there's a scene where they talk about what makes the richest, most potent grapes. And I'm not going to get the wording quite right, but they say that all it needs is light, right? Light, the vines need light. And the grapevines receiving a lot of light, but in the harshest of environmental conditions. Not a lot of water. The air is dry. The earth is dry. The climate is harsh. When they are put into barrels, they don't have any oxygen. They're deprived in their physical connection. But their connection with the otherworldly, the light, when they are growing, gives them the most bountiful and richest interior. It's the sweetest grapes. It's the richest grapes. And it is the ones that are sought after. And it's that harshness of their growth that makes them so profoundly rich. Now we know that metaphor, right? It's the same for the soul. And this is the prayer that if you're asking this question and I'm being real with you, that's how you get to want to change. Hardships and things that create harshness in our environment. And lots and lots and lots of light amongst those circumstances. Seeking the light, the light, the light. When the environment is harsh and we don't have enough water and we don't have volcanic rich soil, it's dry and arid. And we keep seeking the light. I hope that's a blessing to you. My prayers are with you Those of you that are watching this video that feel like that's me right now, and I'm doing that, let that be an encouragement that your soul is becoming the richest that it can be. All right, blessings, you guys. We'll be back here next week with another video.